Dave, thanks for your time. How do you feel through to the second week of the finals?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, our first half on the weekend was pretty solid. We went in with a plan to bring our defensive game, a lot of pressure around the ball and stop them going through the corridor, which I think we did well in the first half, and then sort of let that slip a little bit in the second half. So probably not ideal, and we'll probably review that pretty strongly today to see what we can do so that we can do it for 120 minutes against the Ds.
How did you feel out there on the MCG? 92,000 screaming fans. Was it everything you dreamed it would be?
Yeah, it was bloody loud in the first, for the first two goals, especially, and then I guess they got a little bit nervous in the second half when Sydney were coming. So, but yeah, we've loved their support all year. They've been incredible, and I expect a big crowd this week as well.
It's been a long journey for you, David. How did you reflect on being able to get a bunch of games together at the back end of the year and play some finals footy?
Yeah, well, probably in May this year I was nowhere. I hadn't played in 2 years. I hadn't really trained, and I hadn't done a pre-season, so it did take a while to get going. And then once I sort of figured that out, it's been really nice to string 11 games, I think it is now, together and sort of contribute to the team. And now it's a pretty exciting time of year.
I was having a look through you in terms of your games played over the last few years. So before you came into the team this year, you'd played 4 games in 1,003 days. What's that journey like for a professional footballer?
Very tough 2 years on the sidelines. As I said, I think earlier in the year I hadn't trained, let alone play. So I was just spending a lot of hours in the gym, and it was pretty depressing in there. So to finally get over that and just be out and playing, like even VFL at the start, was just sort of such a dream to come back and play footy. So yeah, it's been great.
What gets you through those hard times in the gym?
Probably just my love for the game. Just watching the boys train, I just was itching to get out there, and the motivation to get back never really wavered. So yeah. So
calf injuries, you had the ACL, dislocated your shoulder. What do you think was the hardest ailment that you went through during that period?
Definitely the calf injuries, because they were so recurrent for about 18 months, and I didn't know how to fix them. I went sort of around the country trying different things, different techniques, and seeing different specialists, but nothing could sort of fix it. And then I finally sort of stumbled across the remedy for it, and since I've used that technique, it's gone really well, so I'm pleased with that.
What was the remedy?
Well, there's sort of some tendon issues going on in both calves, so I sort of added in some isometric sort of exercises to get that tendon healthy, and that's sort of fixed a few of the problems.
Do you still have to do that stuff now to make sure the calves stay right and good to go?
Yeah, I do. I do them every day. So
every day.
I come in on our days off just to get that done. So I'm only in for 20 minutes, but I have to do that just to get it right. I probably won't have to do it in the future as often, but yeah, at the moment I'm sticking to it.
So you've been coming into the club every day to make sure the body's right to go, just so you can train and play.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good on the back of it, so I'm happy to do that.
So it was great to see Caleb Marchbank get an opportunity to play after all the injury issues that he's been with. Did you spend a fair bit of time with him in rehab and sort of appreciated his journey back?
Yeah, I did. I spent my whole ACL rehab with him, and we became pretty close, just grinding in the gym. So it's really good to see him back, and he had to work really hard to get where he is now.
Has that given you a bit of satisfaction as well, to see the work that you guys have put in over the years and then get an opportunity in a final like that?
Yeah, definitely. He's sort of had a similar career to me. He's had a lot of injury troubles, so I think we've only played sort of like 60 games each through 8 seasons. So for that sort of person, it's great to see him be able to come out and do his thing on the G.
So Melbourne this week, when you think about the game and your role, like what's going through your head at the moment?
They're a good side. It's going to be a tough challenge. I watched most of the game against the Pies, and I think they dominated the inside 50, so they're a strong side. I think probably the Pies gave us the blueprint of how to beat them in that first half. Their pressure was immense, and they really spread from the contest and sort of exposed Melbourne's mids a bit, just getting forward really hard. So that's the blueprint, and hopefully we can bring that on the weekend.